What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Zoe, No Days Off DFS, here to bring you that 5-game WNBA slate breakdown for this not as appealing slate. I'm going to be very honest. We got 4 games starting at the same damn time. What are we doing with the damn schedule in the WNBA? It does not make any sense. But we're going to break it down. If you guys new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss any of the content your boy drops over here on the channel. And drop a like on this video if this video or any of my other videos or content is helping you guys win some money. Now, I do tell you guys to subscribe because we're on the road to 2K subs. Once we hit that 2K subs, this jersey that I just ordered before hopping onto the stream, I will be doing the jersey giveaway for the Asia Wilson Black Nike Explorer Edition jersey. It will be here next week. You guys will see it. So definitely subscribe to the channel because you could be one of the subs that will win this jersey. I did order a large just because I know everybody's like different sizes and stuff like that. So it is a large. I know that's like kind of the universal size for most men and stuff like that anyway, so hopefully that will be able to fit whoever wins the jersey and whatnot, or you could just frame it up, take it to a game, get it signed hopefully by Asia, something like that. With that being said though, your boy released his tennis article for the first time last night. I got to go through and finish checking or Xing if the stuff hit. I will tell you guys this, like I said, finally decided to go ahead and put it out. Been tracking it for the last 2 weeks. Decent hit rate in regards to it. Only going to do 8 matches. 8 matches. I found that to be the sweet spot. It's not too much of me overloading myself trying to go through and look at 15 matches at a time, things like that. I'm picking the best plays that I do believe, and I have found I focused in on fantasy points and total games. That was the sweet spot for me. I tried to mess with breaks. Breaks wasn't it was okay, but not good enough of a hit rate. I think maybe going into the hard court season that possibly I could look towards the breaks, but really I kind of feel like since I was getting it towards the tail end of clay, you tend to have a bit more breaks in clay. So I don't know. Definitely, I think this might be more of the aces because you can get aces pretty easy on hard court as well. So I'm definitely, though, if you guys are looking for tennis content, I have finally released that. I already have typed up the article for tonight. That will be coming out eventually. I will be posting that for tonight. Just going to make sure I just check over a couple of other things to make sure that's going to be good to go. But so far, I had 3 misses and I got to go in. Emma, that match just finished and we hit the over on the total games that I suggested for that one. We had one match where it was like legit just a wonder. She just gave up. Legitimately just gave up. Say, hey, you know what? You win. So understand that if you think that WNBA can be frustrating, you're gonna feel like some of these tennis matches like, yo, no, you are dead ass selling. There's no way in hell that you're just like you're losing this. I promise you. All right, so looking at the slate for the day, we got the Phoenix Mercury taking on the Atlanta Dream. We already know from this game that we got a couple people that are going to be out. For the Atlanta Dream, it's on their side. Brittany Griner's already been ruled out. Jordan Canada, she's questionable with the illness that kept her out from the last game. And then Ryan Howard, she's still out as well. On the Atlanta Dream side, if they start Pow again, I definitely don't mind going right back to Pow. 3-point shot, that is one of those things that can go ahead and kill the Phoenix Mercury. Look at what we just saw Ari McDonald just do last time out. Pow was sitting at 4,600. I definitely, of course, will not mind it and can go right back to it. She was running point, and she did pretty decent, of course. Was able to get in there, sneak, get some rebounds, decent playmaking, getting those assists. But definitely will be if she can knock down more threes, which she was leading the league at one point in time for her 3-point percentage early in the season. So this is a great time to hop onto the Pow train. 4,600 going to be the best value if Jordan Canada is out. Even if Canada is in, she'll be a lean for a value because she could still play about 15-ish minutes off the bench. I still wouldn't mind that right there. SWK, she would be your pivot right there if you think that maybe S can get more minutes instead of her. Nia Coffey, with the fact that Brittany Griner is going to be out and Naz Hillman is going to start. 7,200 for Naz Hillman. I mean, that's crazy that she's gotten priced up this high, but I mean, you're going to need her. She's going to have to be out there, and she's another one that can be lethal from 3 as well. I wouldn't mind her at all. Definitely is a pay down option that you can get to over here on the Atlanta Dream side instead of paying up for Alicia Gray, who's at 10-4, or if Canada's actually in, the 10K for Canada. So definitely something you consider right there, or coming out here to Maya Cadwell. If I got to choose between Maya Cadwell and Naz Hillman, I'll take Hillman over Cadwell because Hillman, she's more prone to actually shooting, definitely can of course rebound the ball and play some pretty good defense. But Nia Coffey definitely would be in consideration and would be a pretty decent play, especially just because you know she's going to have to play some kind of minutes off the bench. Just understand that she somewhat seemed like she was like out of the rotation for a hot minute for whatever reason, even though she was playing early in the season. It is going to be a bit of a risk going down there to her, but I wouldn't mind that at all. Alicia Gray, of course, we can go right back to Alicia Gray. She's going to have all the usage again. 37.5 fantasy points on the back end of a back-to-back and playing 35 minutes in that game. We looked aggressive out there looking for her shots. A couple of fouls in that game, but I definitely think she could have played more minutes. Of course, can definitely pay up to get to her. On the flip side of things, Alyssa Thomas, it's Alyssa Thomas. Triple-double threat any night, night in, night out. The aggressiveness that she has to actually score, I love it. And the fact that now you're not going to go up against both Twin Towers. You're only going up against one. I love it even more for her. 32.25 fantasy points last time going up against the Atlanta Dream. I think that this is a spot I can run it right back to her. Satu Sabali, we saw that the minutes that they are, she was aggressive trying to get her shots off, but just was not hitting enough. Definitely, I would go right back to her. Wouldn't mind taking a stab at it, especially 8,800. She's going to be back above 9K soon enough. I wouldn't mind getting there. K Copper, she definitely went out there. She showed me that, hey, I can still be aggressive. Surprisingly, she was the one that got the minutes extended, and it was Satu that saw the minutes reduced. Both of them will officially be in play for me just because their prices are not matched up to the upside that they have. So I wouldn't mind getting either one of those. Dewana Bonbon, 6,600. The price is slowly starting to come down, which it needs to. Went out there, did not have the revenge game, and I kind of figured she probably wouldn't, but still was worth a shot right there. Mac, minutes were yo-yoed last time out. Only 12 minutes going up against the Indiana Fever. They would need her size in this matchup, and as you can see, last time out, 19 minutes, 27.25 fantasy points. Yes, Brittany Grant's not going to be out there, but still, Brianna Jones, she is a big body. I understand that Atlanta, they can run small, so that is one thing that can happen where Mac will get played off the court, and we can just see Alyssa Thomas end up being playing the 0.5, if you would say, out there, and then Sammy Whitcomb getting a good chunk of minutes, or West Bell being out there instead. I still, again, I wouldn't mind playing Max 6,500. Not bad, but just understand it comes with some risk right there. Sammy Whitcomb, like I said, they can play small, especially going up against Atlanta. Going up against them, 20.75 fantasy points. Not a bad spot. I think the price is fair for her. Would love it even more if she was to get the start. And I could see this being a spot where she plays upwards of 25 minutes, and I could see her out there with the starters. Monique, if you land there, definitely it's an okay option that you can definitely get down to. Lacasa, GPP option. I know we are starting to see her play sparing minutes here and there. They're up and down, but that's why she would be just straight up just GPP. New York Liberty going up against the Connecticut Sun. Of course, no Sabrina Liness. I'm not Sabrina, Lordy. Sorry. No Brianna Stewart. Just got their asses whooped again by the Minnesota Lynx. And of course, they're going to get a gimme game going up against Connecticut Sun. Or so we think. They have not been playing well on the road trip at all whatsoever, but this is probably the best get-right spot, which they look great going up against the Minnesota Lynx, to be honest. Definitely made it a game, was a great comeback, everything, so on and so forth. And this is a perfect spot. This is the best spot in the world for Jonquel Jones, of course. We know opposing forwards going up against Connecticut Sun, they smash, they thrash, they completely destroy them. And this is going to be chopped chicken as long as this game stays close. If the other forwards that are out currently right now for the New York Liberty are still out, I love Jonquel Jones even more if Burks and Stapley are going to be out. With that being said, Stewie being out, and if Burks and Stapley is out, then we might see some iteration of Talbot getting the start, Johannes getting the start, something. I want to say last time Johannes was the one that had got the start, played 31 minutes, was an okay option to play. Definitely, of course, like I said, you got to have her knocking down her shots in order for her to really truly pay it off. 5,900 is a bit up there for me to want to play for Johannes. If she's not starting, I won't have any interest. If she's starting, I definitely would have interest. But again, favorite play is going to be Jonquel Jones. Sabrina Ionescu, I don't mind it. 11.3 is a bit rich to have to pay up for her, especially when I can get some of the guards and stuff over here in this Sparks and Seattle game where I am kind of interested in. And then, of course, I got to look at the guards. I got to look at my girl Paige going up against the Indiana Fever on that one right there. But Sabrina, good spot for her right there. Natasha Cloud, pivot off of it, coming down. Right now, with Stewie being out, the usage is there. We just need her to actually be aggressive and truly try to score. Phoebich, she's okay if you can't get up to Jonquel Jones. Definitely forwards going up against Connecticut. It is a thing. Tina Charles coming off of rest. You guys know it. I said I will play her when she's off of rest. She's underneath 10K. Will be in consideration in regards to actual play. Just because New York is still and has been weak versus opposing big still. Even with Jonquel Jones coming back and Stewie going out, their defense numbers are still staying exactly the same. Tina, we know she can excel in that mid-range game, but Jonquel Jones is someone that can actually truly match up with her. I would take her as a GPP option to get yourself off of some of the other forwards on the slate, but not anything that's a main staple that I feel like you have to get to. Murrow, the minutes, they're up, down, left, right, back, back. Played great starting, and then all of a sudden just nothing, doesn't play in a blowout run. I would hope that she could play in this game if it was to be a blowout. Definitely would be a GPP consideration. Same thing pretty much really runs true for me for Marina Mabry, Olivia Nelson-Adota, Sanaya Rivers. All those guys would be GPP. Out of all of them, I would say Bria Hartley just because she's not going to say the heartbeat, but definitely pretty steady when it comes down to certain matchups and things like that. And her game, being able to get into the mid-range, actually get to the rim, and the ability to knock down that outside shot. Guards going up against New York, it is a thing. I wouldn't mind taking her. Sanaya Rivers, she could possibly excel in this matchup, but just her minutes and the fact that they will glue her to the pine, you will not see her out there playing at all whatsoever. That's what makes her more of a GPP option to me. Right there, I would just rather take a chance come up here to Marina Mabry if I had to choose between that, especially because Marina's been floated around in trade talks for possible for her to be traded. Crazy, I know. I mean, but I guess you would expect that to happen when you ask for a trade earlier in the season. Golden State Valkyrie on their side over here. Like I said, they're on the back end of a back-to-back. I really don't know how to approach this game and what I want to take just because you don't have Angel Reese playing, of course. That's the first thing that just sticks out. No Angel Reese in this matchup. We know Golden State's coming off the back end of a back-to-back. I imagine that the spread is going to be, what, maybe 10? But Golden State hasn't been playing the greatest on the road. All those things just come into consideration. I would say, of course, we can attack Golden State 1 through 5, pretty much. Burton, Hayes, both in play. Solange, she let a lot of people down tonight. A lot of people down. I would say definitely run her right back. She's going to be able to just go out here and pop. Opposing forward, if she's aggressive enough, actually looking to take some shots. It's crazy that she played actually 37 minutes tonight. She played 37 minutes. Definitely someone I would take into consideration. Fag Manley, she's in play. Opposing bigs going up against the one tower out there of Cardosa, definitely in consideration, especially if Zan Lassini and Billings are both out again. I will have a lot of interest in the forwards over here for the Golden State Valkyries, and that would be Fag Manley and Rupert, because Rupert did get the start, and then Amit here. Okay, but not necessarily something that you have to get through that 5,300 price tag. It's fine, but I definitely would be playing Rupert if you're going to tell me she's going to get a start again. Stretch big going up against someone that's going to drop in Cardosa. Hell yes. Fag Manley, same thing for her. Not a bad position spot. I wouldn't mind going right back over there to that. On the Chicago Sky side of things, no Angel Reese, no Ariel Atkins. Elizabeth Williams, she's going to get the start. Can go and look at that right there. I don't hate it, but typically I do attack Golden State Valkyrie with opposing guards. We did see Kiki be able to have a little bit of success until she got into foul trouble, and then Shakira Austin, she did okay, but Sykes, Citron, both of those guys, and Shik Sutton, all of them had really decent games. Ban him. 8,900 is the most disgusting price I could think of and even see to have to consider for Rachel Banham. But Uzan could possibly be out there and actually have to start, so we might not even have to consider playing Banham at that price. I would play Uzan if she gets to start. If she starts, and I mean, you really don't have any other ball handler, especially if Haley Van Lith is going to be out, I would just take the chance over there for running Uzan as value. Ban him, definitely, she's going to have to shoot. She's going to have to do as much as she can to keep them in the game, GPP option. But everyone over here, I really do not like Chicago. Like, just first look, first glance, I don't like that game, honestly, period. That would be one you could probably X out, but it's going to be some weird, stupid value from that game that just pops off and it's like, damn, I should have played that. Indiana Fever taking on my Dallas Wings. Caitlin Clark is still out. When was the last time she played? Damn. It's crazy. It feels like she's missed. I mean, it's not even crazy to even say it now, but she's missed majority of the season when it comes down to it. And I'm not taking shots or anything like that at Caitlin and whatnot. It's crazy that she's missed this much. Like, damn, it's crazy. For the Indiana Fever, we already know Aaliyah Boston. She's going to go out there. She's going to try to do what she can do. But she should, if we're still running the small lineup like what we've been running over the last couple of games, then definitely for sure, she should be able to go out there and have her way, especially rebounding-wise, the ball, being able to get G into foul trouble with her crazy behind throwing of the elbows and all the other bull crap that she does whenever she's out there. I said it last time on Twitter that Aaliyah Boston's whistle needs to be studied on both ends of the court, because what she's allowed to get on the offensive side for a whistle, picking up some ticky-tacky fouls whenever she's playing defense. Well, sorry, on the defensive side. And then on the offensive side, when she's the one throwing the elbow or hooking somebody, it's crazy. That whistle is ridiculous. But Boston, 10-6, definitely would be in consideration and play. A good spot. Kelsey Mitchell, bounce back position and spot for her, especially if she's going to be jacking it up like what she has been. Dallas, we know that you can be susceptible to opposing guards, especially if they're able to rain it down. But Natasha Howard, 23 minutes, and the last time she played going up against my Dallas Wings, she smacked the shit out of us. 24 minutes, 24.5 fantasy points, put up a fantasy point per minute. It killed me. It killed me watching her, especially in the first game where she played 32 minutes, dropped 43.25 fantasy points. It was killing me to watch that shit, man. It was ridiculous. But Natasha Howard, 8K, definitely a GPP option coming off of Boston. I would say that Timpson, I don't know. She plays minutes, she doesn't play minutes, she plays minutes, she doesn't play minutes. This could be one of those weird spots where if we're the way that we run small, I can see Timpson being out there. Like GPP wise, I can see her being out there. Same thing for Chloe Bibby, her ability to stretch the floor. And again, she's seen those minutes, gone up to 13 minutes in that last game, 13.5 fantasy points. Definitely have Bibby on the radar just because they love what they have and what they're getting from her. They're trying to run things through her and everything out there. They want her to be aggressive and take her shots. So I do like the upside for Bibby right there as well. Ari McDonald, you can go right back to Ari if you want to. Sophie Cunningham, she's on a little bit of a right now. And I typically player like her that's has to get the shots to fall and things like that to really get her upside. I'd rather play her at home. For the Dallas Wings side of things, Paige buckets. She gonna go out here and she's gonna do what? Get those buckets. 35 fantasy points the last time going up against them, and in the game prior to that, 46.25. I'll take Paige. I like her. 10-5, great spot, good position. I definitely wouldn't mind it at all. Arike, she's been actually was playing good before that dud versus Atlanta, but look at the defenders that Atlanta has. Going up against Indiana Fever, she's played them 12 fantasy points and 21.25. Hopefully, if she can shake back off that little rut that she just came off of, I don't mind her, but GPP option, especially at 9,600, I'd rather pay down to Natasha Cloud if it comes down to it. Long as she's starting, I definitely don't mind it just because she does have the ability to stretch the floor. Going up against Indiana, she practically put up a fantasy point per minute in the games versus them. So I definitely don't mind going down here and taking her at that position to spot. That's okay. Lee Rue, just because she's playing off the bench, I can't, and which I don't understand it. I really don't understand. I really don't understand Timu Jesus, period. Like his stuff is just pissing me off and it's crazy. Haley Jones coming off a really great game last time out. Definitely will be someone I can consider, especially as long as she's starting. I will have her in the player pool in consideration as a potential play. But I would have to say favorite play, favorite look from so far is going to be Paige buckets over here. Just that mid-range game, the ability to go ahead and of course rebound the ball, play make, also play some really great defense out there. And the pace that we want to play with is going to be a track meet out here. That's really why I do like Kelsey Mitchell on the flip side of things for the Indiana Fever. Not just because she burned everybody last time out, but this is a great bounce back spot for her here. Sparks taking on the Seattle Storm. Kelsey Plum going up against the Seattle Storm. Really, we know it's the fours that you typically take when it comes to playing going up against Seattle, just because it's Seattle. They are great, quote unquote, but they do have some defensive lapses. So Hamby, Stevens, both these guys are going to, of course, be in the play. Stevens, her ability to stretch the floor, we know we love it. 38.5 fantasy points last time she played going up against Seattle. Definitely could repeat that. Been a minute since we had a big pop game. And then De'Erica Hamby, definitely in consideration to play, but I feel like Hamby, not saying that she was the one that got the short end of the sticks, but the rotation, of course, is going to be a little funky just because Brink is back and she's playing 14 minutes in that game. Brink is a piece of this team that's going to like necessarily be there moving forward. I can see her getting up to 18 minutes maybe this game. Definitely played okay in that first game. So GPP, I'm not playing, not even GPP, I'm not playing Cam Brink here unless I was being told she's playing 20 minutes. Then I would have some consideration. I'd have to have some consideration for her, but not doing that. No. Really, it's going to be Hamby, Stevens, Rakia Jackson. She's going to be out there guarded by Gabby Williams. I don't have too much interest in her. 8,100 is okay, but no. Alleman, 7,600. I need the price to come down just a little bit more for Alleman to get me back to my 20-ish fantasy points that she normally would get to me, that I would actually have some interest in. But I could say Ray Burrell, she's seen some really great minutes and she's balling. 5,800 is above the value point that I normally go to for someone that I would consider off the bench as a value. But definitely, if you were to land that range, 5,800, I could definitely possibly take a swing on that. On the flip side of things for Seattle, the guards, you take the guard. You could take everybody technically, but Skylar Diggins-Smith, Gabby Williams, Nneka, all of them are in a great spot. Ezzy, if she's going to be able to continue to block the ball and stay as hot as what she has been on this little mini stretch that she's had, I don't mind getting to her. 8,700 is not bad, but I would much rather go ahead and get up here to Nneka or Gabby Williams. And then Skylar Diggins-Smith, she would be your pivot off of Paige. She would be your pivot off of Alicia Gray, and things like that. That would be the one that would be low owned. Yes, she's coming off a triple-double. I don't expect another triple-double here in this position of spot. But when she played going up against the Sparks early in the season, where is that game? I know that we have that here. Playing going up against the Sparks. Oh, 32.25 fantasy points in that game in 29 minutes. So again, I don't mind getting her, but I do feel like this is probably going to be like one of those Gabby Williams games. 42.5 fantasy points going up against the Sparks the last time she played versus them. I just really do actually like Gabby. She sticks out like a sore thumb to me in this position spot. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. First look. Hopefully you guys were able to get something from this. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for the channel. Drop a like on the video if you guys did enjoy the content. Good luck to everybody out there. Stay strong, y'all. Stay strong. It's okay. We got football and stuff coming back soon. You guys will make it. Peace.